Now I was going to make homemade gnocchi for that, but then I looked in the stores and the shops and markets. There's all this gnocchi which is actually very, very good. You know, if you're in a bit of a hurry. So this is one of these quick dishes that when you don't have bloody time to make your own gnocchi, you can use a packet one. And what's special about it, of course, is the sauce. Of course it is. It's a really, 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 really nice sauce. Once again, pretty simple. Using canned tomatoes, which I'm a great fan of, as you know. We start off with just some olive oil in a wok or pan, and to that we add a large onion and 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, all chopped pretty finely. So I'm just going to saute that fairly briefly, and then we're going to add those canned tomatoes. So basically we're making sort of a tomato sauce, but with a little bit of a difference. 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which is 800 grams. Some veggie stock or some chicken stock or whatever you want. I'm using veggie stock, which, as you know, because I keep telling you, my wife Ruth makes whenever we've got any vegetable scraps, and it's beautiful. Puts it in the freezer. Doesn't get much better than that. To that I'm going to add, now this is optional, a little bit of chili paste, just to give it a bit of a kick. But that's my love, as you know. I'm pretty keen on chilies. We're also going to add a little bit of pepper, not too much pepper because we've got that chili paste, and we will also add some salt and a little bit of brown sugar. I quite like the idea of adding a little bit of sugar when you're making a tomato sauce, and the reason being is because it can be a bit acidic, the tomatoes that is. So that little bit of sugar, not too much, and always brown, it just lightens it up a bit. And then all we're going to do is cook that until it's thick and fragrant. You know the story, don't you? Now, our sauce is looking good, but I've got a bit of magic to add to it, because I'm going to add some mascarpone, which is a beautiful addition because it makes it creamy without adding cream. So just mix that in. Don't mix it in when it's on the heat. And just while that's happening, let's throw some of this into our boiling salted water. Now what you're looking for with that gnocchi is for it to come to the surface. Now you can add as much mascarpone or as little as you like. I'm not going to add huge amounts, but as I said, it ends up giving it a sort of a creamy touch, but a little bit of bite to it, which mascarpone has. What I'm also going to add is some fresh basil, which I've just torn. The smell of basil when you tear it, when it's fresh like that, is just beautiful. So once it comes to the top, you just simmer it a little bit, and then it's ready. You can also, which is I've done before, which I really like, you can pan fry the gnocchi. And it gets a nice crispy touch to it. So you see what I mean about simple. There's nothing much to that. And just mix that into the sauce. Parmigiano. Oh, I shouldn't do accents, should I, my friends? That is a good simple dish, and to go with that we need something that will go with tomato. Mr. Prentice, he has said Sangiovese from Tuscany. He said because the weather in Tuscany is so beautiful and sunny, it actually goes well with tomato. Anyone who's a wine expert will tell you that the hardest thing to match is tomato with wine because of the acid. Whereas Mr. Prentice insists Sangiovese or a Chianti is the answer. And who am I to tell him he's wrong? I often tell him he's wrong, but he's not. Not in this case. Cheers. Guys, to show your support for my channel and to keep in the loop, subscribe. It's easy to do, and don't forget, it's free. Okay, cheers.